Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun and today I am here to review a video game that came out not too long ago. I think it came out late last year. It is called West of Dead. I think it's either called West of the Dead or West of Dead. Either way, it's this tiny little indie game made by these publishers upstream and developers upstream, and a small little publishing company called Raw Fury. You know, I never heard of these things before, but you know, browsing through Game Pass, I have an Xbox. If you guys are wondering, I have an Xbox. I'm debating going up to other things. Steph always talks about PC, but I don't got the money for a really good PC. At least one to get all the things that I would want to get out of it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just cooling my jets with the Xbox. Maybe I'll go to a PlayStation. I don't know what I'm gonna know with next gen, but you guys already know my opinions on that. But browsing through Game Pass, I found this game called The West of Dead. West of the Dead. And I went, you know what? And I looked at the trailer, and Ron Perlman's voicing the main character, and like hearing Ron Perlman's voice with the cool visual design and the cool aesthetic of the game itself, and the music of the song that they used in the trailer and the game, and the way that the game moved, it looked cool. It looked cool as shit. So I downloaded it, and I gotta say, this has to be one of the most fun little arcade games I've played. I kind of think of it as an arcade game. It's a game, but it's a small little game. What's the word for it? It's a straightforward game. It's not a platform or anything. It's a straightforward game. It is forward, backwards. It's an old school. It's kind of like Cuphead in a way. Like the way that the mechanics of the game is that kind of a style of a game. It's like a Cuphead or a Shovel Knight. Something of that nature where it's just straightforward. Now it has its own style to it and a unique thing to it, but generally speaking, it's straightforward. And it even has a story. It's not the most complex story, but it does have a story. And Ron Perlman lending his voice does so much for the Old West motif of the game, the Old West themes of the game, and Ron Perlman giving his voice to it really lends it to this game and just really makes the game even more enjoyable. First of all, the game is you play as dead outlaw William Mason. Now we don't know how. Now you don't discover how William died. You can discover how he died and what he did and how he got there through the course of the game, which is broken up into chapters. Now whatever happened to William, you landed in Purgatory, Wyoming, not 1888. For one reason or another, you're here, you don't know why you're here, and you have to fight. You're here, you don't know why you're here. You have to fight your way through each chapter, discovering more about how you got there, what happened, and whatnot. And the main villain is this preacher who, sorry, there's fireworks going off in the background, people. It's 4th of July. So happy 4th of July I just might as well throw that in there just in case you guys are watching this on the 4th of July as well. Like, just in case you guys are like, what's this fireworks going off in the background? It's 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. But yeah, anyways, so you discover why he's there, but you're this character and you're in this pretty much just desolate, like creepy looking Old West style game. And like I said, you have to fight your way through, through the dam, and essentially there are souls down there who are damned and who have muskets and other guns, and then there are souls down there who aren't even human anymore. They're more animal than human, and you have to fight your way through it. First of all, the way the game plays is simple. It's a simple game. The mechanics of the game are simple, but that's the only part that is. First of all, the way you have to kill the creatures is you can only kill the creatures and the people when they're in the light. When you play the game, when you first start playing it, there's a little lanterns hanging up top. As long as they're in the light, you can shoot them. Your guns load automatically. You don't load the guns, but your guns have a certain amount of ammo in them, limited, which basically means you have to time and pay attention to not only where the enemy is standing, but you have to pay attention to how much you're shooting your gun, because the last thing you want is to run out of ammo while you're standing dead in front of your enemy. And it's a much more difficult thing than you think. The cover system and shooting system are very easy and smooth and straightforward. The problem is that whatever you're standing behind will eventually be destroyed by your enemy. It's not eternal. Now, if you wait long enough, it will pop back up, but eventually it's going to be destroyed again. There are different enemies, and there are more enemies that pop up throughout the course of the game. I personally have only gotten to chapter 3. I don't even know how much more it is, but that's as far as I can get. And it is a game that once you die, you have to start all the way over from chapter 1. That's just the kind of game it is. It's a game that is difficult, straightforward, fun. Anybody can pick it up. The motif is unique. The graphic design is unique. Ron Perlman's voice gives gravitas to it. It has this, it just oozes coolness. Just the vibe of the game is cool. Everything about it. The themes, even the music when you're shooting is cool. The different people you meet, you know, is cool. The tiny bits of lore you get when you just pay attention to the context of what's said is cool. You can upgrade your equipment. You can upgrade different things. You can find different guns. You can unlock different guns. But you can even unlock a flask of health that you can upgrade to, you know, heal you more and more. Problem is, and you buy these things with iron, and there's a merchant who can sell you weapons that you get with iron. You pick it up on everyone, and then you have sins that you get off of certain characters that you have to spend to upgrade other attributes. It's a game that's designed for one run. Now, you can cheat, sort of, and just keep going back and forth between, you know, and just keep upgrading and keep buying stuff. The problem is that the only thing, at least the only thing I found that you can upgrade that is useful to you on every playthrough is the flask. And it takes a shit ton of sins to upgrade it. It's a fun game. I'm telling you, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. It's difficult. But it's like I said, it's straightforward, it's simple, it's difficult. I can't suggest the game to anyone. If you aren't doing anything and you got nothing to do, you got more time on your hands, check out West of the Dead. It's a fun game. I'm saying West of the Dead, and I'm gonna type it in. It's gonna be something totally different. But sorry, guys, sorry. It's just like, but like I said, check it out. It's a fun game. It's straightforward. Ron Perlman's doing the voice. He's dropping knowledge with every whiskey fucking sound of his voice. It's got an awesome motif. It looks great. The design is great. The controls are very simple, straightforward, and very smooth. Like I said, it's challenging. It's a game it's a game that makes you want to keep going back and playing it over and over again because you're like, I think I got it this time. But be warned, once you die, it ain't the same thing. The map changes. The entire map changes after you die. It ain't the same. Once you go through chapter 1, it ain't the same once you die. Once you go back, it changes. And be ready for that. It's fun, though. It's fun. I'm telling you. Check it out. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I give West of the Dead a 9 out of 10. I know I give a lot of high scores out on this channel, at least lately, on a lot of things. But I really had a good time playing this game. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm just having a lot of fun playing it. I just feel like I want to suggest it to as many people as possible. It's a tiny little game, but it deserves all the love it can get. Thank you guys for joining the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.